Senator Ted Cruz is working to stop movie companies from censoring their films in China. It's part of his plan to target the Chinese Communist Party's information warfare. NTD's Kevin Hogan has more.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz plans to propose a bill that would send a wake-up call to Hollywood. It would take away resources from movie companies who self-censor their films in order to sell them in China. The Script Act blocks the Department of Defense, or DoD, from helping these movie makers accurately paint the picture of military stories. Fordham University media professor Paul Levinson agrees with the bill. He says it goes against democratic principles for the DoD to help filmmakers who allow the Chinese regime to censor their films just so they can tap into the Chinese market.
The last thing we want as a democracy is to make it easier for a totalitarian, non-democratic society like China to basically splice up our movies and alter the story of the movie that the makers of the movie wanted to tell.
The Script Act targets information warfare from the Chinese Communist Party across higher education, sports, film, and radio broadcasts. Critics have accused Hollywood and the U.S. Navy of giving in to the Chinese regime's censorship. In the original 1986 film Top Gun starring Tom Cruise, Maverick flaunts a leather bomber jacket with a patch showing the Taiwanese flag. But in the trailer to the 2020 sequel, we see the same jacket but with no Taiwanese flag. According to Spy Culture podcast producer Tom Secker, they did that in order to get into the Chinese market. Professor Levinson explains why the Chinese Communist regime is censoring movies to begin with.
Because they're totalitarian thinkers, meaning in a totalitarian society, the assumption is the people in power know best. They know what's best for the people. And they see it as their responsibility in order to keep people happy and peaceful and not aggravated to regulate the information that they get.
Levinson says the bill can be amended or broken up into pieces after it's introduced. He suspects most senators and congresspeople will agree with at least one part of the bill, the one that discourages American filmmakers from catering to the Chinese regime's tastes. NTD News, Kevin Hogan reporting.